Everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica. On today's video, we're going to be doing a palette bingo or palette roulette video. I did one of these at the beginning or at the end of January, and I did get a recommendation to either use the ABH Soft Glam palette or the Kat Von D Saints and Sinners palette. Was that it? Saints and Sinners? I think it was Saints and Sinners. I have the Saints and Sinners palette, but I'm actually going to be going to a family function today when I'm filming this, so I honestly thought that the Soft Glam palette would be a better match for what I'm doing today. So this is the palette I'm going to go with. There are 14 shades. So if you're not familiar with palette bingo, what it is I'm going to pick 5 shades randomly based on a random number generator I have on my phone. And we're going to be starting here with 1 through 7, and then this is 8 through 14. And I'm going to be using those 5 shades to do a complete eye look. I can pull in other shades if I need to, but I must use the 5 shades that I randomly generated. So those are my rules, and let's go ahead and get going. So here's the Soft Glam palette. If you've never seen it before, it's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I actually do use this palette quite a bit. I do enjoy it. You can see that there are couple of shades that have a little bit of a dent into them. I actually like this palette. I actually like this palette better than, dare I say it, Modern Renaissance. I just do. So on my phone here, I have the Google random number generator. I have a minimum of 1 and a maximum of 14 on the screen. So I'm going to just click on generate, and it looks like I got the number 11. So that is Sienna, which is this dark burgundy shade. All right, it has a little bit more orange in it than I would normally dig into, but I have used that shade before. So we're going to say Sienna is number 1. And then let's go for the second one. Generate. Okay, what does that say? Number 2, which is Glistening. And it is this shade right here. It's a nice golden shade, which I should be able to incorporate pretty easily into my look. I am, just so you know, I am writing down the names of the shades that I picked in a little piece of paper here to make sure that I don't forget them. All right, let's see. Looks like number 12, which would be Rustic, this shade right here. Okay. Looks like number 10, which is Burnt Orange, this shade right here. It looks like I'm going to be going for an orangey look today, so that should be fun. Okay, I've got one more. 14. So that's Noir. That's the black shade, and I fear black eyeshadows. That's why I'm laughing nervously, because black eyeshadows and I normally don't get along. I think what I might end up doing is using that for a liner. I think I'm going to use that for a liner because I know a lot of people can use it as like a smoking out shade or just as a darkening shade on the outer corner of their eye, and I've not mastered that skill. So when I put black on as an outer corner shade, it usually ends up making my entire eye look black and smoky, and that's not exactly what I'm going for. Okay, so before I put any eyeshadow on, I am going to prime my lids. I'm going to be using the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. This is in my project pan for 2019. My goal is to use this up in 2019. So I never use a lot of this, and maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but I never use a whole lot of this, which is why it's taking me quite a bit of time to use this up. I think this might be my very first eyeshadow primer that I ever purchased. So, okay. All right, before I start using any other shade, I'm going to set my primer with the Tempera, which is just a cream shade that I can use to set that primer down and get us started. Okay. All right, so looking at my list, I'm going to pull my hair out of the way. I think what I'm going to start with is burnt orange. What's interesting is I've got 4 of my shades in this bottom row here, or top row. I've got burnt orange, sienna, rustic, noir, and then glistening is the only one from the first 7. So I'm going to start with burnt orange and use that in my crease. How are you guys doing? I am filming this on a Sunday actually. I'm also doing a foundation review today. I'm not sure which video is going to be up first. I think it's this one. So if you're watching a foundation review in a week or so, or in a couple of days, again, I can't remember my posting schedule for all of this, but if you're watching a foundation review and you see that I used soft glam, you'll know that I'm filming these 2 videos on the same day. So sometimes I do that. Not all the time, but sometimes. So, all right, I think that the burnt orange shade, because I'm using a light hand, actually works really well in my crease. So I think what I'm going to do next is go in with sienna, and I'm going to put that all over my lid, which is this reddish orange shade here. I'm going to use this brush from Alamar Cosmetics. It's a, what do they call this? A shading brush. I'm going to take that sienna shade and put that all over my lid. I'm going to be very careful because it is very pigmented. So I'm going to have to be blending this out quite a bit. So I'm going to switch brushes. That one scares me. That one is a little bit too dense. I think what I'm going to do is take this one here from the Vintage Cosmetics company. It's still a shader brush, but it's not as dense. So it allows me a little bit more flexibility in placing that color and blending it. So that's what I'm looking for. Anyway, I broke 700 subscribers here recently, and I'm super excited about it. I went from under 500 to 700 in a little over a month. I do have to thank all of you for subscribing. If you're watching this video, thank you for being a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber yet, what are you doing with your life? Come on, hit that red subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I really do. I do giveaways at every 100 mark. So I don't think I've posted my 700 subscriber giveaway yet when this video is posting. Honestly, I haven't filmed it yet. So that should be coming soon. If you haven't seen it yet, like I said, I'm pretty sure I haven't posted it yet, but my 700 subscriber video giveaway should be coming very soon. So again, if you are not a subscriber yet, hit that subscribe button. You do have to be a subscriber to win my giveaways. So anyway, I'm super excited about hitting that 700 mark. I'd really, really like to hit 1,000 subscribers. If you all are not aware, YouTube's rules are that you cannot monetize your channel until you hit 1,000 subscribers. Now, granted, not like I'm in this for the money. I've been doing these videos for over 2 years now, and I'm not monetized, obviously. I had been monetized at the very beginning of my channel, and I had only been monetized for about 3 or 4 months or so, and by the time they decided to change their rules. So I've been doing this for a while without monetization, and I'm not trying to complain or anything, so please don't take it like that. I'm not trying to complain in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying that, you know, that's my goal. Makeup is expensive, as I'm sure you are all fully aware if you're watching this channel. And I buy a lot of it for this channel specifically. Before I started my channel, I really didn't wear a lot of makeup at all. I actually have a video on the early part of my channel where I talk about my makeup collection, and I did like my OG makeup look. I forget exactly what I called it, but if you go back to the earlier parts of my channel, you'll see that I did like, this is my makeup look kind of a thing. And it's literally, I didn't wear makeup a lot. I would occasionally wear makeup on my eyes. Primarily what I would do is wear mascara and eyeliner, and then maybe 1 or 2 shades on my eyes. And that was pretty much my extent of my eye looks, or my makeup looks. Every once in a while I would wear lipstick, but not often. All right, I'm going to take that original blending brush and just sort of blend out the edges. It still, I'm sure, has a little bit of the burnt orange on it, and that's fine. I'm just going to blend it out a little bit so it's not too rough. I'm not the best at blending, so don't take my lead here in how you blend your eyeshadow. So there's that. But anyway, my goal is to hopefully hit 1,000 subscribers. I'd like to do it by the middle of 2019. If I don't, then by the end of the 2019, I'd really like to hit 1,000 subscribers. It is what it is. I'm just having fun playing with makeup. So, all right. I think I'm going to leave that there. What I'm going to do next is go in with the glistening shade, which is this shade right here. I'm going to take that and I'm going to actually place that all over the top of the sienna shade to lighten that up just a little bit, or a lot. That glistening shade seems to be quite pigmented, so that's good. There are the 2 eyes side by side. It actually lightened it up quite a bit, so I'm going to take a little bit more and put it on the other side as well. I like to have shiny eyelids. I don't know about you all, but I do like to put a shimmer, not a glitter. Glitter is not my friend because it falls all over my face, but I do like to put a shimmery shade on my lids because I just feel like it gives it a little bit of shine, and I like that. We all like different things. I've seen some people who are just like, give me mattes. I just want mattes. I don't want anything but mattes. And like I said, we're all different. So, all right, I'm liking that. Yeah, I like that a lot. All right, what do I want to do next? I have Rustic yet to use and Noir. Now, I will say this. I had been trying for a while to do like these major intricate eye looks, and I'm just not good at that. I'm just not. You give me a couple of shades, like 5 shades, and I can pretty much use those 5 shades to do an eye look and come out pretty satisfied with it. So far, I'm liking this. It's a little bit more on the orangey side than I had expected, hence the pink shirt, because most of the shades in here are pinks and reds. And I ended up with mostly orange shades, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. But just wasn't what I was expecting. Okay, I'm going to take this brush here from Alamar. It's like a liner brush. I mean, it is, well, it's not an angled brush, but it's a very thin brush. I'm going to dip into Noir. I'm going to tap it on the back of my hand because I don't want to get too much. And then I'm going to use this to line my eye. And I'm not going to be able to talk during this because, let's be honest, I don't want to poke my eye out. So that's what we're going to do. And enjoy the sped up liner, Jessica. All right, so I think that actually worked really well as a liner. I got a little bit too far out on the side here, and I just cleaned that up with a little bit of micellar water. All right, the only shade I haven't used yet is Rustic. I'm going to go back into glistening a little bit on a pencil brush here, and I'm going to put that on my inner corner. Okay. And then I'm going to take that same pencil brush. I'm going to actually just brush it off with my color switch here. And I'm going to go into Rustic. And I'm going to run that along my lower lash line as like a lower lash brown liner. All right, I'm gonna actually go in with my blending brush. This is a tapered blending, and I'm gonna put a little bit of that rustic shade. I'm gonna tap it off on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna put a little bit on the outer corner here, just to tie the shading in to that lower lash line, so that it's a similar shade. So I know it's gonna mattify that outer corner a little bit, and I'm okay with that. Okay. All right, I'm liking that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm liking that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put some mascara on and some lipstick on. I'll be right back. All right, so there's my final look. I actually was able to use the 5 shades that I got in my bingo, with only one additional shade being Tempera, so that I could set my primer, and I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to use like a super vibrant palette at some point here in the near future. I am trying to do this video once a month because I am enjoying it. I'm just pulling out old palettes that I haven't used in a while, or that maybe I use when I'm not on screen. And I'm enjoying doing that. So let me know what you guys think of what I did with the 5 shades that I got in this palette. And I'm actually really impressed with it. Or not impressed, but I'm very pleased with the way it turned out. If there's any palettes that I have that you guys would like to see me use in Palette Bingo, leave those in the comment section down below, and I will try to do that. If I don't get any other recommendations, I might just go ahead and use the Kat Von D Saints and Sinners palette, or I might just use that anyway and do some of your recommendations in later months. Let me know if you like this video as well. If you like this concept, if you'd like to see me do it more than once a month, I could also probably fit that in my schedule somewhere as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already, please hit that red subscribe button. Like I said, my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2019. Wishing that it would be the middle of 2019, but we'll see how it goes. And hit that bell if you'd like to as well. And any other comments you might have, leave those in the comment section down below. I do read and try to respond to every single comment within a few days. I am usually a couple of days behind just because of my work schedule and so forth. I don't always get to do that every single day as much as I'd like to. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. Bye!